Honourable Ministers, distinguished mayors, dear friends, I am pleased to join this opening session of the Africa Trade and Investment Forum. Africa is facing unprecedented, irreversible and rapid urbanization. Africa has the world's youngest and fastest growing population. Cities will receive 30 million new inhabitants per year by 2030, almost double the current rate. What's more, intermediary cities, the focus of this edition of Africities, are experiencing the fastest rates of population growth. This trend accompanies other transitions affecting Africa's development path, including on energy, digital, and food systems. African cities already produce about 60% of the continent's GDP, currently valued at US $700 billion and expected to reach US $1.7 trillion by 2030. Still, Africa faces deepening inequalities and infrastructure gaps. These challenges are preventing African cities to unleash their full potential to foster sustainable development and respond with opportunities for young people and addressing the needs of women. For African cities and territories to play their role as heartbeats of trade and investments, adequate infrastructure and facilities must be created to attract investors, including in the fields of energy, transport, housing, communications, industrial and agricultural production. And as we build this infrastructure, we cannot lose the opportunity of making them inclusive and green. Dear friends, this first African Trade and Investment Forum of UCLG Africa aims to become a matchmaking platform between local authorities in Africa and investors to identify business opportunities and investment strategies. Local investment needs can be structured to match and attract national, regional, and international investments through the definition of pipeline projects. We have successful examples to draw from. As Kenya has shown, decentralizing public administration provides county governments with the authority to raise indigenous resources. However, local governments in Africa still have a long way to go directly accessing capital markets. Challenges range from institutional constraints, limited capacities and regulatory hurdles to looming debt burdens and repayments following the expiration of the Debt Service Suspension Initiative. At the global level, the Secretary-General has been advocating for greater debt relief and liquidity to support countries across Africa. This includes rechanneling unused special drawing rights to countries most in need and better aligning public and private finance with the Sustainable Development Goals. Today, I see 4 priorities. First, local governments' capacities need to be strengthened to fully play their role as catalyzers in mobilizing public and private capital for growing cities. Second, local policies should be implemented to create an enabling business environment to facilitate investments, including by providing targeted public investments and skilled human capital. Third, we must accelerate the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCTA, in African cities and in all territories. The AFCTA is the largest trade area in the world since the formation of the WTO and is expected to boost inter-African trades by 52% in the coming 5 years. And business and trade will happen at the level of cities and territories. And fourth, cities need to venture into national and international bond markets. At present, only a few African cities have done so. 2 centuries ago, the city of New York issued the first municipal bond to finance a new canal. Today, the global municipal bond market is worth $3.8 trillion, around 10% of the entire US bonds market. In Africa, only South African and Nigerian cities have so far succeeded in developing a municipal bond market. Dear friends, the United Cities and Local Governments for Africa, UCLG Africa, initiative has put forward a proposal to set up a financing facility that would improve subnational and local governments' access to capital markets. This is certainly a step in the right direction, particularly if local governments are willing to work together and share risks. Furthermore, this proposal complements efforts by the United Nations system through the Cities Investment Facility launched by UN Habitat and UNCDF to support investment portfolios in 250 cities from least developed countries by the year 2025. Last year, we launched the Local 2030 Coalition, a United Nations system initiative to turbocharge innovative solutions that can accelerate SDG progress at the local level by harnessing urban dynamics. It aims to engage and empower every local actor everywhere. This Africities Trade and Investment Forum is a great opportunity for us to build a coalition between the United Nations, UCLG, Africa, and other partners to unleash the power of trade and investments on the continent's cities and territories. Together, we can ensure that African cities and territories gain access to capital markets and raise the financing they need to build a more prosperous and sustainable future for all. I wish you all very fruitful deliberations. Thank you. Asante sana.